Greetings, this is one Novice Shooter's review of the Uberti Cimarron Schofield Model 3 second run break top revolver. Long name, but really interesting weapon. This pistol was supposedly designed by General Schofield in the late 1800s. It was intended to be a cavalryman's pistol, and I'll show you exactly why in a few seconds. This is in .45 long Colt. It's a single action revolver, meaning that when you depress the trigger while the hammer is down, nothing should happen. This is a 3-click revolver, meaning that after firing, this hammer is all the way down. When you pull back the hammer and you hear the first click, it's then in safe position, or safer position. Nothing is absolutely safe. This is how you unload and load the weapon, and then when you pull the hammer all the way back, that's in firing position. And that right there is how the hammer pin looks. So what's interesting about this gun? Well, the regular single action pistols that I'm used to have that old unloading and reloading architecture that goes through a side gate here. You pull back the hammer to safe, you open up a gate, and then you use a extractor rod to push out spent cases, and you reload the weapon the same way. You spin the cylinder manually, put in a new cartridge, put in a new cartridge, do that 6 times, and you're ready to go. Needless to say, if you're a soldier that happens to be on top of a horse, that type of move is sort of difficult. So Smith & Wesson tried to introduce this gun to the U.S. Army. Surprisingly, the U.S. Army only bought about 2,500 of these. We're not sure if they just saw something more innovative down the line, or if there was a different reason for it, but the folks that really caught on to this model were the Russians. The Tsar ordered about 100,000 of these models from Smith & Wesson. And if you look close at it, it looks like a precursor to the Russian Nagant pistol. It has a lot of the same architecture. So what makes this revolver a cavalryman's friendly revolver is the fact that when you're trotting or galloping, you're really not concentrating on reloading. You're sort of more preoccupied with the fact that you don't want to get shot. So when the hammer is cocked back on the first click, you grab the rear sight here with your thumb, you pull it, and then you break top the revolver, like so. And if you can see, it just spat out all 6 cases instantly. Reloading the weapon is just as easy. You pull out 6 more new cartridges, put them in, close the weapon, and you're ready to go. This, back then, was an extremely time-saving procedure and a little easier than having to load through the gate. Show you that in slow motion again. You pull back the latch and you break top, and now watch, it's even got a little extractor there that will push the cases out, and then it hides itself back in the cylinder. One of my friends who's a real gun expert told me that this model pistol will also fire the .45 Schofield, which was the original cartridge for that pistol. This is a .45 long Colt, which is the chambering for this particular pistol. But I noticed that that little extractor rod, it misses the brass by about this much. So you saw those those two pieces of brass were still stuck in the cylinder. The .45 Schofields are a little shorter, and I speculate that when you were on a horse and you broke the pistol with that brass in there, it just spat everything out perfectly. It's not really that big of a deal, but you know, just to understand the concept. So again, .45 long Colt. I've got this loaded up with cowboy rounds. I use Trail Boss. I've shot 50 shots with this pistol so far, and if you look at the sooting that's happening here, this is what you can expect. Overall, the finish is great. Uberti did a wonderful job. The sight is a little thin down a 5-inch barrel, and I can only imagine down the 7-inch model. This particular gun comes in 7-inch, 5-inch, and I believe 3.5-inch. Since I'm a target shooter, I think 5 inches is a great compromise between the accuracy of a longer barrel and the fact that I'll shoot for about 2 hours and I don't need the extra weight of a 7-inch barrel. So this right here is a great conversation piece, a great piece of history and innovation, just to show you how fast the United States was progressing to build better and more innovative firearms. It's excellent. It's a great conversation piece. You take it out to the range, you break it the first time, and people turn around and sort of look at you and say, hey, what is that? And then you can explain why you're not on top of a horse. Again, Uberti Cimarron Model 3, second run, break top revolver. I believe these come in 44 as well. I'm not sure if it comes in 357, but you may want to check out on their site. You're looking to spend about $700 on this pistol. If I can be of any help or if I can answer any questions, just send me a comment. Otherwise, stay safe out there and always remember to have fun while shooting. Talk to you soon.